All right. So the Celtics are playing the Knicks officially in the second round of the playoffs. And one of the biggest stories that is going to take place during the series is Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is the driving force of the Knicks offense. He has been the driving force of their offense for the past few years. He just won Clutch Player of the Year, just beat the Pistons with a crazy not buzzer beater, but game winner to take them out in the first round. And now he is going to play the Celtics. Now, Sam, I have been looking at the way the Celtics guard Brunson. And I have come to the conclusion that the one way they guard Brunson is, or there is one specific way that they limit Brunson. And I'm not going to tell you what that is.
You want me to guess?
I'm going to have you guess. Yes. I'm going to have you guess the best way to guard Jalen Brunson is. Do you have any initial guesses?
Yes. Move out of the way when he tries to dive into you. Number one. When he tries to spear you off a jump shot, just like step aside. Olay him like you're in the Coliseum bullfighting. Pull the cape away. Do that.
Yeah, that's the answer. Unironically,
Good answer.
I don't know. I don't know if you were joking or if you were.
I was trolling. I didn't think that was going to be the answer.
No, that is the answer. The way the Celtics guard Jalen Brunson is don't touch Jalen Brunson because that is the best possible way to limit. So I'm gonna explain. So opening night. Right? Opening night of the regular season. Celtics blow the Knicks out of the water. They stomp them. They shoot a bunch of threes. And the biggest thing is Jalen Brunson on opening night when the Celtics won by like 30 points. Is let me find it. Was this the October 22nd game? Sorry, I have all the box scores up here. So I am going between like three of them. No, I know. I just have all four box scores up, so I have to figure out which one is which. Celtics, Knicks, October 22nd. Yes, right here. So how many free throws did Brunson shoot on opening night, Sam? Would you like to guess?
2.
3. 3 free throws opening night, right? The next time they played the Knicks was early February, I believe it was. February 9th, yes?
Yes.
And the Celtics won by a lot, 131 to 104. You want to know how many free throws Jalen Brunson shot in that game?
11.
13. So that's the outlier. We're going to keep that in mind. Fast forward, next time they play the Knicks. Later in February 23rd, I think it was. How many free throws does Jalen Brunson take?
2.
February 3rd, 23rd, he took 0 free throws. No free throws. April 8th, Celtics win in OT. How many free throws did Jalen Brunson take?
6.
2 free throws. So outside of the 13 free throw affair in early April, Jalen Brunson has attempted, 5 free throws against the Celtics this season. I'm going to show you guys how, and I'm also going to show I'm also going to show all of the free throws that Jalen Brunson, or most of the free throws that Jalen Brunson got in that 13 free throw affair.
This is going to be fun. People were pissed that day.
I know they were. And not to spoil anything, I understand why. Let me pull up some of Jalen Brunson's shot attempts during the non-free throw game. Let's go to April 8th when it was a close game, but Jalen Brunson did not shoot a lot of free throws, right? So the Celtics are engaged in a back and forth affair with the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, however, did not get to the line a lot. So let's take a look at this. We can take a look at all of the shots Jalen Brunson took in this game. He took 21 shots on the night that the Celtics and Knicks went to OT. But as you see, there are only 2 free throws. So what happened? How did they not let him get to the free throw line? Well, let's take a look here at the way Brunson plays against the Celtics and the way the Celtics guard him. Brunson has the ball, Drew Holiday on him, drives on Drew Holiday. Porzingis could have helped over there, but they just, he beat him, right? He beat him. There's no point in fouling if you already got beat. Next one. Josh Hart drives, Jalen Brunson there. That right there. Watch Derek White. Watch Derek White contest Jalen Brunson.
Good closeout to the side.
Look how far. Yep. Because you can't get in Jalen Brunson's face. He will draw a foul on you if you try to get in his face. Jalen Brunson takes a 3. Obviously, just doesn't go in. You live with that result, and it is what it is. Next play. Jalen Brunson ball. Drew Holiday on him. Drew Holiday was the primary defender on Brunson for a lot of this season. Good contest without fouling. Makes a shot. The biggest thing is you just can't overreact to Jalen Brunson because he will rat his way to the free throw line. Respectfully, I mean that in a respectful way. I dislike the way Jalen Brunson plays. I don't like watching it, but the game's a game, right? You score, you get to the free throw line by any means necessary, and the Celtics do a good job of avoiding that.
Yeah, I mean, even if you were to watch like the Pistons series as the Pistons series went on, you could see the difference in the way Asar Thompson was guarding him or how Schroeder would guard him because they were trying to keep their hands back more. They were starting to learn their lesson where Brunson wasn't able to do the harden, grab your arm, go up and shoot, flail around. And look, you can even see it there. Like he's trying to do it. He thinks Holiday was on his back, so he tries to stop short and break check him, and it doesn't really work. The way that this is happening in the discourse around it, including us right now talking about the Celtics doing such an exquisite job of guarding him because they just don't touch him, I feel like has to lead to some changes soon with the rules. I know they've tried to do this before, and Trae Young is the only person that falls victim to it. But even on that shot that was just on the screen, he does this thing where he's like, oh man, it's off. And then he's like, I know it's off. Time to spaz out in the middle of my jump.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's off. Ah, that's what he does.
That's how he plays, man. This game in particular, I thought was really interesting because look at the space that they gave him. Late, it's all late contests. Porzingis isn't pressing up. They know I'm gonna fight under it and get a late contest off on the three because they don't want to foul. And he makes a shot. That's fine. But there were some drives that I thought were even more noticeable. I don't know if it was this one. And I remember it was this game. Like you see the late contest from Drew Holiday, but some of these ones where Jalen Brunson ends up driving into the paint. And back to this one before we move on. The Celtics do a good job of preventing those drives. Like Horford will step in front and they'll switch sometimes because they have those defenders, and then they'll late contest, and then Brunson will flail when Horford gives him a little high five after. Even see here, like Pritchard is guarding, hands down, late contest, hands down, late contest, because you can't foul. If you foul, it's just going to lead to free points. Hands down, late contest. Get behind him. Don't be in front of him because he'll jump into you. Like it is all about limiting the damage Jalen Brunson can do. Will he make some shots? Even here, he knows he got beat, so he doesn't even bother because he knows he'll just get, a foul called on him. So it's all about limiting the potential problems. Jalen Brunson's going to score, but if you can take away the whatever number of free throws he tries to grift in a game, that's an advantage for you. Joe Mazzulla says it all the time. He said it in the Orlando series. Defend without fouling, rebound the basketball, and take care of the ball when you have it. Look at Jaylen Brown on this play. Look at him. He wants no part of stopping Brunson. Porzingis gets a good contest because he uses the height. That's something the Celtics will have to lean on too, is just pushing him into the height of the guys they have inside, like Cornette, like Porzingis, like Horford. But you can't foul him. You just have to put him in a spot where you can contest late. Like even Derek White, look, he's about to shoot. Derek White completely stays on his feet. Very, very disciplined defender, very disciplined play. And then Porzingis gets beat for the rebound. Tails all this time.
What? That was mean. That wasn't necessary.
Nah, my bad. Look at the jump. They're jumping to not foul. Now, shall we take a look at some of the fouls that Brunson grifted his way in the game that everyone was so upset about?
Absolutely. And before we do, another great thing about what we have seen in these clips is Boston is doing a very good job of just not putting themselves behind. They're just consistently in position. Yeah. Like there aren't a lot of these drives or possessions where it's a late recovery. Oh my God, like I have to get back in front of him. Even on like the late closeouts per se, it's not out of a unintentional spot. It's like we're trying to not be aggressive. We're trying not to let him draw a foul. It's not, oh man, I got beat. Now I got to scramble. That's not happening to them.
Yes. They're very purposeful in the way that they defend Jalen Brunson. Okay. Let's take a look at some of these fouls that Jalen Brunson earned against the Celtics on April 8th. So here's the first one. Or some of the first ones. Derek White on Mikal Bridges. Tatum on Brunson inside. Brunson drives inside. Tatum foul. Just hand in the cookie jar foul. Right here. Gets him a little bit on the arm. Brunson gets continuation, and he gets the call. This is when you knew it was going to be a long night for the Celtics, when you're getting that. Next one.
That's brutal.
I know. This is even worse. So Jalen Brunson gets the ball, drives. Luke Cornett is going to guard him after he drives past Tatum because of a screen from Achua. Foul. Don't know where the foul was. Don't know what it was. But Luke Cornett got too close, apparently, and foul. And Luke Cornett was not pleased. But
is that Zach Sarbo
another
over there in the corner? I think it is.
I don't know who it is. Maybe. But foul. It might be one of the Gobles. No, that's Evan. Evan, what's his name? The guy who
Evan
texted
Scott?
Kemba. Yeah. I
Not
believe
good
so.
when we know their names.
No. Next one. Horford this time falls victim. Horford guarding Brunson on the perimeter. And Horford jumps. Brunson jumps in, and it's over. It's over. Soon. Look at it's the tiniest, tiny little jump from Horford. It doesn't matter. Boop. And his foot barely even leaves the ground. And he's just foul. Next one, Keita falls victim. This is the worst foul of the bunch. There's just no need. Keita just swings his arm down after the shot.
I mean, even that one is pretty. I don't know. Maybe he hits him on the way down, but he did a pretty good job the whole way.
Here. It's just an unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Like that arm swing is just no need.
Yep, fair enough.
But you can see the trend of. I haven't even played the clip. Look at all the arms. Look at all the palms up. Look at them all. Everyone's mad. No one's happy.
It was 16.
This one was bad.
Yeah. Nothing from Tyler Ford, and Evan Scott calls it from across the court.
Horrible. I think this literally was a we can't make the star look bad because you look at Evan Scott on this play, far side right in front of Tibbs.
Yeah.
The contact happens, and he's watching.
Derek
Once
is on the ground by the time Brunson jumps, by the way. He is no longer in the air.
Correct. Once the ball is not going towards the hoop, the fist goes up, and he blows the whistle because the NBA cannot make the superstar look terrible like that. They can't miss. They can't possibly miss the rim by that much.
And then I have one more just because I didn't want to look through all 13 ones. As you can see again, hands up. Horford's not happy. Horford gets called for it here.
That's nothing.
This is the worst of the bunch. Horford does not touch him.
Hands are back.
He jumps backwards. This is the one that they wanted to eliminate. Jalen Brunson jumps backwards into Horford. Look at him. Look at Brunson move. Look at the way he moves in the air backwards into Horford. All of that to say, the Celtics game plan, as you saw, don't touch him. That is how the Celtics defended Brunson. And hey, they went 4-0. They kept him off the free throw line more than most teams outside of this one that we just showed you. So that's the plan. Let us know what you think. I don't know if you have any final thoughts, Sam, but please feel free to give them and then wrap it up.
Buckle up. You're going to see some of it, whether he is successful in his antics or not. I think will just be subjective to who the officiating crew is. Each official has different tendencies, different styles, etc. But the Pistons fans, I feel sorry for them. They had to endure that for 6 games. They didn't walk away with a win despite being in every single game. Brunson is an incredible player. You cannot take that away from him. He shows up every game in the fourth quarter. He's going to try and will the Knicks to a win no matter what. And if willing them to a win requires some of the things we just showed you, then that is what he's going to do. So just prepare yourself. Come hang out with us in the pregame to calm your nerves before the game. Take some deep breaths. Maybe keep like a stress ball with you as you watch because you're going to get pissed. I promise you. But thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment what you think of Brunson and his offensive play style. Subscribe and hit the bell because we're here every single day. Full pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday game recaps are up the morning after each game. And other videos like this one are on the channel in between to keep you up to date with all things Celtics. You can find the two of us streaming pregame live, as I mentioned, a half hour before each tip-off. It's a lot of fun. Come hang out. You can find the two of us on Spotify and Apple as well. All pods and recaps are up there. So if you just want the audio versions of those, you can go ahead and subscribe. They will go right to your feed. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com, or read them every single time we do a full recording. Again, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook's just the name of the podcast. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter is Jacksmon NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.
Tic-tac-toe.